Hey Cajun foodies, this is Chef Tootie. And on the menu today, dirty rice or rice dressing, depending on where you're from. Before the kitchen opens, make sure you like the video, subscribe to become a Cajun foodie, and hit the bell so you know when the kitchen is open. In this kitchen, you can find some yummy, authentic Cajun dishes. My goal is to not only show you, but to educate you. Shout out to all the new Cajun foodies and much love to the loyal Cajun foodies. No shopping today, so the kitchen is open. Now, y'all already know we chop our veggies in this kitchen. I had to switch knives because this one was not sharpened and I was about to overwork myself. Make sure you sharpen your knives before you start cutting. It'll make your life so much easier. And put a paper towel under your cutting board so it doesn't move. Dirty rice dates back to the 1700s, the plantation days of Louisiana. The dish is actually a Creole dish. It gets that dirty color from the browning of the meat that is being used. You can use chicken liver, beef, pork, whatever you want. I prefer just some plain old ground beef and pork sausage. It adds so much flavor to the dish. In my dirty rice, I use the Holy Trinity, which is onions, celery, bell peppers, red and green bell pepper, and I throw in some parsley for the razzle dazzle. People may not believe this, but parsley is an herb. It's more than just a garnish. It has an earthy, peppery flavor profile. Frozen veggies loses its nutrition value, but it also loses its flavor. So just cut the veggies. Thank me later. You can use the leaves on the celery as a garnish. It'll look really nice. When you are recreating a recipe, do all your legwork first, such as cutting your veggies and measuring your seasoning. It makes life so much easier. I mean, cooking is already a task, so make it easy on yourself. And if you have to cook and do the dishes, now that I'm done with the prep work, I start by placing a stock pot over a medium-high burner. Once the pan is hot, pour a little oil of your choice into the bottom. We do this to prevent the meat or whatever we're cooking from sticking to the pan. Next, throw in your veggies, not literally. You want to sweat the veggies, which means to slowly soften the veggies and draw out the flavor for the rest of the dish. The goal isn't to brown them, it's just to draw out the flavor. I'm going to add 1 pound of ground beef and a half a pound of pork sausage. I'm going to let this brown and mix in those onions and bell peppers, adding flavor to the meat. It's mixed well, so I'll add the seasoning first, then the rice, then the beef broth. Now, of course, I had to add some Tony's, then some onion powder. I'm going to throw that in there. Tony's is my favorite seasoning. It's a good overall seasoning. It has a nice kick, not too salty, it's perfect. Plus, I grew up with it. In Baton Rouge, we swear by Tony's. Now, the next part is optional. This fat that was released from the beef and the pork sausage, I'm going to keep it. It's going to add so much flavor to the rice. Plus, it's going to prevent the rice from sticking together. You are free to reduce it or you are free to discard it, but I'm going to keep it. I added 3 cups of long grain white rice. I'm going to give that a nice stir, mixing in the rice. The rice is then going to start taking on that dirty color from the meat. And because bland food is a sin, we're going to throw in some onion powder, garlic powder, some Tony's, a little salt, not too much, pepper, and then some paprika. Give it a nice little stir. All of those spices and flavors are going to combine. I added 5.5 cups of beef broth using a liquid measuring cup. There's a difference between a dry and a liquid measuring cup. I'll explain it in another video. Taste the liquid and adjust the seasoning to your liking. Before I let it come to a boil, I added a bay leaf and some of that fresh parsley that I had. This is optional, but I also added a cupful of Kitchen Bouquet. It will darken the rice. It's like a cheat code. After it came to a boil, I then placed the lid on it and let it simmer for 25 minutes. I then removed it from the heat and let the top stay on for an additional 5 minutes.
It's time for Ash's trivia.
Plating is important. People eat with their eyes first. So we have to make sure this food looks good. If you made it to the end of the video, comment the chef emoji. And I appreciate all of you for taking the time out to watch my videos. You are literally watching my dream in progress. Thank you for playing a part in that. Please, please, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to become a Cajun foodie. Until next time, the kitchen is closed. Now get out.